It's my birthday.
Take it out. I wanna love you. Get that body. Wanna touch you. You're moving right. Wanna see what's up under. Then back it up. Beep beep like a trucker. Nice thighs.
If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I go by Beja, and I am your new favorite content creator. If you've been here before, then welcome back. As you can tell from the title, this is going to be a 3-part birthday series. Let's talk about why it's 3 parts though. Breezy Bowl is actually 8 days before my birthday. Since it's 8 days before, I'm counting that as part of my birthday, so that's why we're getting our first part of the birthday series as Breezy Bowl. I knew I was going to Breezy Bowl since he announced that he was going on tour. I decided to start getting my outfit together last minute, and I'm sewing something. Y'all, I don't know how to sew. I got all of my supplies last minute. Things are getting canceled, so now I gotta go run all around the city trying to find supplies to sew or make something new. I don't know. I wanted to get my hair done on my actual birthday, but I also wanted to go home because the girls down here, the styles are nice, but I feel like they're not lasting. If you live in Houston, you may know what I'm talking about, but I have not found a stylist that can deal with my hair. I have very thick hair and my hair is getting longer, and it's like I pull my hair out and they be looking at me like, what is this? And I'm like, it's my hair. Hey, I've wasted so much money and I feel like my hair is getting so damaged down here. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna get my hair done by my usual stylist. I'm getting a natural sew-in, and I'm gonna have him cut some layers into it and curl it. I believe the kids are calling it the cash style curls these days. But whatever we're calling it, that's what I'm getting, and I know he's gonna be able to slay. About 2 years ago, I decided that every year for my birthday, I am going out of town. As long as I'm not in the city that I reside in on the actual day of my birthday, I'm fine with that. Last year I said, you know what, I really want to go to Japan. Whatever you got to do, Asia, make it work. Get yourself to Japan. This year, last minute, I decided, you know what, money ain't looking too great, but I'm gonna get myself to Japan. This 3-part series is going to be very chaotic because everything I'm doing is last minute. I didn't really have to plan too much for going home. I do still need to plan the YouTube video though, so that it comes out right, but we gonna work that out. And then Tokyo, we have a plane ticket, and that is it. We don't have a place to stay. I do know what I want to do, but like nothing's really booked. Initially I was gonna go by myself, and one of my friends was going, so I was just gonna like kind of check in with him here and there, but still make it a solo trip because I like traveling alone. But then I told one of my other friends, she was like, I mean, if you don't mind having another person with you, I would love to come. So she's coming with me, and her brain literally thinks just like mine. Like, we like to go through YouTube and TikTok videos, write down notes, find everything, do a lot of research before we go to a city. So thankfully, while I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to do all these things for my birthday and still live my normal life, she is helping me plan this trip out. So I'm so grateful for her. But just know there's going to be a lot of chaos in all 3 of these. I just think I'm a chaotic person. This is very on brand for me. So welcome to the channel, and now let's actually get into the video. Good morning. It is the morning of our content day. Before we can get into our birthday activities, you can hear it in my voice, I'm still asleep, but we gonna get to it. I have 2 shoots. The first is with an Airbnb, and then the second is actually with a dentist office. So the first one, I'm going to the Airbnb to make a video and also take some pictures for my portfolio, because your girl is really trying to get into this travel content creator business. I follow somebody on TikTok who has turned this into complete business, where she does UGC and regular posting for brands for travel. She literally gets paid to travel, and that is what I'm trying to do with my life. First up is the Airbnb, and then later tonight we have a collab with a dentist office, which I feel like is gonna be really fun. It's different. It still flows with things to do in Houston because obviously this is a Houston-based dentist office, but I'm kind of excited. It's different. Usually I do like restaurants and like activities, so let's see what it's like to do a collab with a dentist office. Let me walk y'all through how I plan my content, and then we're gonna go ahead and head over to our first shoot. This is the template that I use, and I basically made this template up based off of like all the different templates that I found and tips that I've learned. So this is what I find helps me make the best thought out informative videos. This is gonna be our basic information. What are we shooting? What is the status of the post? Is it just an idea? Is it a draft ready for view? Whatever. When are we posting it? What platform is it going on? And then include any inspiration here. First, I want to understand what the audience is actually going to get out of this. What is the value? Is it supposed to be entertaining, educational, informative? Will they learn something, feel inspired? For this video in particular, we want the audience to be informed about this convenient and cozy place to stay that's in the perfect location. And then we want them to understand how to book and why they should book. Then we'll go over the messaging direction, which establishes the main narrative and the emotional tone. Basically, what story are we telling? How does it align with the goals? For this video, we really want to sell this accommodation for large and small groups. For the hooks, I have a visual, audio, and voice hook. Visual is like pictures and videos. Audio is more so sound effects and music, and then voice is my voiceover. So for my visual hooks, I like to do fast moving clips in all of my videos. I'll kind of give you an overview of what you're gonna see in the video, like while I'm saying my hook, and then I'll slow things down. So all of these clips will probably be no more than 0.3 seconds. And then for audio, I'm probably gonna do click sounds as we're moving really, really fast through these clips. Each time we switch to a different clip, it'll be like a mouse click sound. Then I also just wanted to have upbeat music. This is gonna be my hook. A lot of people DM me, hey, where should I stay in Houston? Where should I stay in Houston? So that's why I chose to do this hook, saying, hey, y'all been asking me where to stay. This is the perfect spot. Outline, I actually go over to ChatGPT and I have it create an outline for me. Then I go in and edit it because, you know, ChatGPT can only be so creative. I'm gonna go in and do a little bit of editing. And I don't like to have a script. I used to want to have a script when I first started doing this. And then I realized, like, you can do all the planning in the world. Something might inspire you while you're actually on set shooting, and you might want to switch some things up. So I don't want to be so rigid to a script, but it does help me kind of outline things. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy and paste this into my outline, change it up a little bit, and I will be back.
A few moments later.
Of course, we gotta get up and go, but I wanted to run through this with y'all really, really quick. So when we first walk in, I'm gonna be saying, hey, y'all been asking for a spot, this is the spot. Then I'm gonna show the outside of the property and zoom in. When I say show the outside and zoom in, that's my cue that during editing, I want to have a zoom effect where I'm slowly zooming in to the front of the building. So I'll show the front of the property, zoom in on that, and then we'll switch to showing the inside. I'm gonna start by saying how many people it sleeps. So my friend's gonna come with me and help me shoot. So I'm gonna have her follow me around with the camera, and I'm gonna fast forward me walking through the house up the stairs to the bedroom, and then we'll go to normal speed when I go to the bedrooms. So I'll kind of like walk in the house, turn around, do a little wave, or a hand gesture basically saying let's explore. Then we'll walk up the stairs, we'll slow it down when we get to the bedrooms, and we'll show all of the bedrooms. This Airbnb has a king bed, 3 queens, and 2 air mattresses. So when I mention air mattresses, I want to make sure that I also mention where exactly would you put them. So that's something I'm going to have to ask him. And also I'll showcase what's around. I'll probably end up moving this to the end, but as long as I like know these are other things that I want to highlight, the order of what they're in the outline doesn't really matter until I get to the editing process. Then also we'll focus on the kitchen and dining because this Airbnb also has a private chef available to book for an additional cost. So I want to go over that and how you get in contact with the host for that. I'll probably sit at the table or sit at the bar so people can imagine themselves sitting at the table, sitting at the bar. You really want people to be able to immerse themselves in the video. So as much as I can do to like give them a feel for what it would be like for them to actually be staying here. And I also got him to send me some videos of the private chef service. He didn't have any of the massage services. I think just adding these additional videos in are going to help completely tell the story. And then we'll also show the backyard because there's like a putt-putt place in the backyard. So I want to like play putt-putt. And then the close to action is going to be, so if you're planning a trip to Houston, say this post, send it to the group chat, stay booked before it's gone. ChatGPT actually wrote this. I feel like this is a good ending, but I want to mention that it is booked through October. So I want to say November and December bookings are available now. And now it is actually time for us to go, so let's go. So we're officially here at the Airbnb. We just did a tour, and this is actually a really nice Airbnb. Like, it really looks like what it looks like in the picture, so that's a plus. We're just trying to make sure small things like the rug under the bed needed to be fixed, do all that, and then we're about to start shooting. I'm ready to get straight to work. Actually, I completely forgot I was filming a YouTube video, so the orientation is all for TikTok, but that's okay. That's okay, because we're going to keep it pushing. Now, remember we were talking about getting that steady shot of the front so that we can do the zoom in effect. This is what the front of the house looks like, and I got exactly exactly what I needed to do that zoom in effect, which you can see here. Now on to the backyard. Y'all, the putt-putt is my fave. It is literally so cute, but you could see I high-key, low-key could not even make one. But that's okay still, because it's my fave. And he was asking us if we think that he should put a jacuzzi back there. And we was like, man, while a jacuzzi might be cute back here, it's a little tight. So let me know in the comments if you think that he should add a jacuzzi. But I did want to get multiple shots of the garage so that I could show the full area and the details like you see here. It took us multiple takes to walk inside the property. I don't know, I just felt like I needed to explain to my friend better like what was going on in my head. I kept telling her, close the door behind you, just because I didn't want the door to be open while we walking through the house. But she was trying to record her closing the door and she was struggling doing that, and I didn't realize that she was trying to close the door and record because I wasn't supposed to be turning around. I don't know, it was just a lot. I need to be able to explain things better when people are helping me. And then of course I took a bunch of mirror selfies because I am trying to get my LTK up, so I just be taking random pictures and videos of my outfits so that I can post on LTK, especially when I'm wearing like little dresses and stuff like this, because people love these like lounge throw on casual wear dresses. And also when I walked in, I saw how many mirrors he had, and I'm like, oh, I feel like if you're doing a girls trip or just in general, like people like to be able to see themselves a lot, so I want to really point that out in the video. So I wanted to make sure I got a lot of mirror selfies. Like I was telling y'all earlier, I wanted to get some shots with me in it so that when you're watching a video you can imagine yourself there and not just an empty space. We did end up doing a welcome basket at the end just to show like what that full experience would look like once you check in, and also making sure to get details like he has makeup wipes available, there's a luggage holder, and then just some decor that I really like. This is also used as an event venue, so don't be surprised if you see me throwing an event or two here. My mind is spinning with all types of ideas, so let me know if you have any ideas in the comments below. And now that we're all done, we're gonna head to the mood room to work, but on the way there we are gonna capture some hot spots to show just how close it is to everything. Literally on the way from there to the mood room, we passed Address and Chapman and Kirby, which are two really popular spots down here in Houston, so we want to make sure that we include those in the video as well. And I'm gonna see y'all at the mood room. We're done with shoot one, and now we're on our way back to the mood room. Kayla, you trying to be not in the video and then you put your hand in the video.
I told you I was gonna put 2 fingers. I'm gonna be one of the ghost social content creator.
Yeah, so Kayla is my partner today, but she doesn't want to be in any videos. So now we on our way. We're on our way to the mood room so that we can do some work and get our life together before shoot number 2. Never mind, they don't open till 4, so we're gonna go work from home. We are back at home. She's gonna actually plan the Japan trip. I'm gonna put the actual links to the things that I wanna do, because right now we just have a list of things that we wanna do. I'm gonna put the links in our shared note, and then she's going to organize and plan all that while we continue to plan content. There are like 3 to 5 videos that I kinda wanna get planned out, so I'm gonna just see how far I get while Kayla does the Japan trip, and then once I'm done with those, I'll go over the Japan trip with her, make sure we getting everything booked, and then we have to stop at 4 so that we can head over to this dentist office and shoot content at the dentist office. So I guess I'll see y'all when it's time to eat. I almost forgot to check in with y'all, but I actually was able to get a lot done on this little content day. So I planned most of my TikTok videos. I just have to plan like my birthday vlog for YouTube and some other vlogs for YouTube. And Kayla actually got a lot of information on Japan and Tokyo. So we are doing really, really well right now. Now we're on our way to the dentist photo shoot. I've never done content for like medical professionals, so I'm actually pretty excited. Y'all, we are here and I'm exhausted. I had an Alani earlier this morning, and that was the first time I ever had an Alani, so I feel like I wasn't sleepy earlier because I was off that Alani. Now it's wearing off. Now I want to go to bed. And they said that this is going to take anywhere between an hour to 2.5 hours. So, whew, y'all wish me luck. We about to go in here. We got about, I want to say like 3 minutes before we're supposed to be inside. So I'm about to put some lip gloss on. I just thought about it. I don't know why I just put lip gloss on. Like, these people are not about to be in my teeth. It's okay. We'll wipe it off. Right now, they're in the process of shooting like the little trend videos. I just got done with my part in the trend video. I don't want to put it on here because I want to wait for like them to put it on their Instagram. So I think it's going to be really cute. So we just got done with that. Now I'm setting up my stuff to get the actual like teeth cleaning part of the video. So I have my tripod here. This room is like a little tight, so I don't even know where to put y'all. Let alone do I know where to put my tripod. So that's why you only see a white wall and you can barely see the tripod. Baby, We're trying to figure out where to put this. For YouTube, this angle does not work. Let me see where it's TikTok. This angle actually does work for TikTok. There's nothing I can do about that. So maybe I should move this over here. It actually might be a better angle because I can get both. But when they come back in here, I might have to move this tripod. So I might have to have the assistant help me get content for my stuff as well as get content for their stuff. And just like that, the day is over. It has been a really long day, but I am feeling super blessed right now because when I first started my content journey, first off, I've always worked in social media. I've always known I wanted to work in social media. So my professional career, I was in social media management. And then I started doing content on the side. And this, honestly, I want this to be my full-time thing. So that's what I'm working towards. So the first one, I was really excited about that. I really want to get paid to travel. That is my end goal. I've done really well with things to do in Houston, and now I'm ready to expand that out into travel. So working with an Airbnb host, he knows other hosts. He already said, you know, I'll put you on to some other hosts. And I know once he see my work, he gonna love the kid. Hopefully, prayerfully, the goal would be to get some collabs with some hotels outside of this state, outside of this city, and outside of this country. So super duper excited about that. Now the dentist office, I actually really enjoyed that. They got a lot of good content. I'm not going to talk about their specific content that they got because I think this video, I'm trying to get this video out ASAP. So I think this video is going to come out before their videos come out. So I don't want to give away anything that they got planned. But that was really fun. It was really cute. And I don't want to just be an influencer. Like, I can't see myself being 40, 50 years old talking about, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to transition into a digital marketing agency. So it's nice to see like on the back end what other people are doing with their like social media marketing or digital marketing agency. So I enjoyed that for my own personal learning, and it was just fun to do. And I got my teeth cleaned, so hey. But I'm feeling really blessed right now, and I'm also exhausted. So I'm about to brush my teeth and go to bed. And I'm gonna see y'all when it's time to do this Breezy bow because not sure what we're gonna do about that. So I guess we're gonna find out together. Initially, this is what I'm supposed to be wearing, but my fabric didn't come in time. They canceled my order, and so now we are 2 days before the concert, and I'm about to run around this whole city trying to find something. JLT Trading, which I put a video on my TikTok. If you haven't seen it, they were doing custom Breezy Bow t-shirts, so I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I wanted to do this hat plus the corset that I had showed y'all, but then I had decided both of those together may be too much, so I'm just gonna do the hat since the corset didn't come in. But my friend wants to go to JLT, so I said I would ride with her. So we're gonna see what they have, and I might get a shirt, I might not. We might just end up going to Hobby Lobby for me, and I'll go make myself a hat. You gotta throw these So that ended up being very uneventful for me. It was so many people in there. They had a lot of stuff in there. Apparently it wasn't even like everything. Apparently that was like limited quantity. So I want to see like what else they have. I don't know if I'm gonna go back because at this point, y'all, I'm so stressed out. I don't have nothing planned. I got flights booked with no hotels, no excursions booked, no nothing. So I have so much going on. So I said, you know what, let me get out the bed. I'm down here at the pool, and we just gonna try to plan something out, try to do something, and I'll be back to y'all when it's time for me to figure out what we gonna wear to this Chris Brown concert.
3 hours later.
We are back at JLT Trading. I've thought about it. I went on Pinterest and I got some ideas. So we're gonna make the same corset, but instead of using the football fabric, I'm gonna use a jersey. So I'm gonna go in here and see if they have a jersey, and then I'm gonna look and see what designs they got left. If they got some good designs, then I'll have them press on a design for me. But if not, then I'm just gonna go home and make my corsets. I had all intentions of taking y'all in Nestor with me, but when I tell y'all it was so much going on, I literally walked up to the door. It was a whole line out the door. Mind you, when we pulled up this morning, there was no line out the door. It was a hell of a long line inside, but it was no line just to get in. So stood in line, got in. The only thing that I was able to get is a jersey. So I'm here now at Fabrictopia trying to see if I can find bias tape, ribbon, and some grommets so I can make the corset. I'm not really finding what I'm looking for, but me and my pole girls been talking about making outfits for the other girls at the studio. I done found us a whole thing of fabric, and I think it's only what, $15? Yeah, with stones it's only $15 a yard. It's 90% nylon and 10% spandex. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we just hit a lick with this store. I'm definitely gonna have to come back. So now we're at the trims. This is the only bias tape that they have though, and this is not gonna go with the shirt that I have. So I'm gonna see if they have some ribbon that I like. I want whites or brown. They have this white here. Oh, this white is nice. Might be able to get that. So actually, I already have the piping for the corset, but if I didn't, they got the whole thing right here. So that's good to know. So unfortunately, they don't have grommets, they don't have the bias tape or the bias tape color that I want, and they don't have ribbon that I want. So I'm just about to go to Walmart real quick and see what I can find. Since we don't have Joanne's no more, y'all, like, did y'all guys really need to go to business? I feel like people really need something. We are back from the store, got all of the supplies here, and now we are about to try to make this shirt. So I did not vlog myself going to the Drake concert. What was that, last year or the year before? But that time I did try to make a corset. Did not go well at all. Actually, it went terribly, didn't end up happening. So let's just see how this one goes. This is not a tutorial because I have no clue what I'm doing, but I did get a pattern from Nava Rose. I'll link her video below. I have to first off see if this fits. It's probably not gonna fit because Shawty is like real small, and you see what I'm working with here. I'm gonna ask ChatGPT how I can make this a little bit bigger, and we're gonna go from there. Wish me luck, y'all. Already, this is what just like the little boob area is giving. This looks really, really tiny. There is a piece that goes right here. There was somebody in her comments that made like modifications, but it was so hard to understand. We still have to ask ChatGPT what the girl was talking about. We are now at the computer. So in order to get ChatGPT to make this piece bigger for me, this is the prompt that I put in. I said, hey, I found this pattern. Somebody put some modifications in the comments, but I really don't understand them. And I give you the modifications and you explain them to me as a 5th grader. And this is ChatGPT explaining it to me. So I'm about to cut this up and see if I end up making this right. Remember, y'all, this is not a tutorial. Y'all just coming along with me for the ride. The next thing it said to do was to make sure you put the strap where you want it. So I feel like this is good because I want to make sure like my boobs aren't spilling out of this. So this is kind of like the top, and then ooh, I might want to elongate that. Might want to make it. So I feel like I don't want my whole little stomach to be out, and if I'm sewing, I've got all the room in the world. Okay, but I'm talking too much. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm gonna put it right here, and then it's saying to measure from, I think, here to your chest. And so I'm just gonna try to like draw a line in the middle of my shirt with my finger.
Girl, what the f is you talking about?
I feel like this is so chaotic. What are we doing? I'm probably gonna end up making this a little bit longer, so let me see here. I'm gonna tuck my shirt like that just so I can see like where my stomach is. For me, I'm probably gonna want it like right below my belly button. I feel like an extra 4 inches on that will be good. Don't judge my measuring skills, y'all. So we gotta add another, from here to here it was 5.5, and then this is another 4. Okay, got it. Taking a quick food break, but this is the final pattern. So I did make the modifications. This is a total of 5.5 inches long, and then I made the extra 4 inches so that it could be a little bit longer, and I did that to all of the pieces. So I got them cut out. I'm about to eat first, then I'm gonna spread the jersey out, and we gonna see how this come out, I guess. It's been about 2 hours since we started this process. We got the lining cut out, and I thought I had more black fabric, but I have like a bunch of like t-shirts and torn clothes. So actually, remember I said I tried to make the corset for the Drake concert last year? this is it. You probably can't even see it, but this is how far I got last year. And I got further than I thought. I think what the problem is, my bobbin wasn't threaded correctly. It kept snagging. So this year I used the scraps from this sweatshirt as the lining for the jersey. I wanted the jersey to have a little bit more structure. I was gonna use interfacing, but I was like, that seems like a lot of work for somebody who has 0 to no sewing experience. So we just gonna use that sweatshirt from last year and make it the lining for this jersey, and it's just gonna have to work out. So I cut the lining first. The plan is to basically use this as my test, and if this goes well, then we're gonna cut up the jersey. I got a bunch of black scrap t-shirts that I can use if I mess this up, but I only got one jersey, and I'm not going back to that store. I am not going back to that store, so I need a break real quick. Saint is also very bored, and it's time for him to go outside to use the bathroom, so I'm gonna take a break and take him outside, and then when I come back, I'm gonna sew the lining, and then I'm gonna check back with y'all after I've sewn the lining, because I'm actually kind of stressed right now, so I can't turn this camera on because I do not perform well while being watched at all. So I'm just gonna keep checking in with y'all as we go through this process. This is what I'm working with. The first piece is in there, and y'all, I'm so scared because I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I feel like we need to say a quick prayer. I am calling on my grandmother, who is the seamstress of the family, to please bestow her wisdom upon me from up above and help me finish this, because I'm afraid to even put my foot on the presser. Dear Jesus, please be with me as I stitch. Look at my little stitch. Okay, you know, we had a little hiccup in the middle, but it was okay. It's okay. I'm gonna press my seams. Okay, period. This is the moment of truth. This is my final lining. So I accidentally cut this side out incorrectly, so I had to like turn it inside out, and I sewed it. Yeah, I'm tired, y'all. You're not gonna see this because this is just the lining. Let me see if this actually fits. The straps, I didn't cut out the straps because I want to put some grommets right here and then some ribbon, I think. So I didn't really cut out the straps. I just cut out a little bit to bring it up. That way the ribbon is not the entire strap. It's just like most of it or part of it. So it kind of feels like I got like a little bit to the back, but I'm gonna add an extra piece in the back because I don't want the ribbon, I don't want my whole back out. So I'm gonna add an extra piece to it. But yeah, y'all, I think I did pretty good. Okay, sewing skills coming up, but I'm so tired, y'all. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish this tonight. I wanna go to sleep so freaking bad. So this is where we are, but I'm proud of myself. It's day 2. So last night I was so exhausted. I got a second wind of energy, and so I was able to cut out another piece and attach it to the lining. But then when I went on the sewing machine to try to sew it, my sewing machine kept jamming up. So I said, you know what, that's a sign I need to go to bed. But it is now 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just ate. I got my pieces ready to go, and we are about to put this through the sewing machine, and hopefully we can get this done today. I just saw all this together, and I'm so proud of myself because I don't know what I'm doing. It looked a little raunchy, but that's okay because it's my first time. But I just sewed on the 2 other pieces. I realized that my sewing machine was not threaded. Somehow it got unthreaded, so I had to rethread it, and that's what the problem was last night. So now that we're back to it, I feel like this looks like it might actually fit my whole body to the point where I might be able to put a zipper on it. So I don't know. Once I finish this whole thing, I'm gonna add the grommets and the lace, and I'm gonna see where I'm at. And I might not even need grommets. I might just be able to add a zipper, but that's where we at. This is the most nerve-wracking part, trying to cut this jersey. So I put the lining on the inside just to make sure that I would like it. You can't even tell that there is something on the inside of this. This is the lining I put on the inside, and then this is the jersey. So I feel it's gonna come out right. I'm just so scared because if it don't come out right, then like that's it, y'all. Like I don't have an outfit. I'm gonna have to go shopping in my closet, and I done threw all my clothes away. So wish me luck. Somehow, y'all, I cut it out right. I'm so happy. I already started pinning. I'm about to sew, but this is where we at right now. I am still very nervous. I just hope this come out right. So I realized that I need to thread a new bobbin because I got brown thread from my brown jersey. However, oh, is it done? I think it's done. I think this might be done. No, yep. Yeah, I feel like we're good there. It's like every time I come on here, my hair is poofier and poofier. I was trying to thread this new bobbin and realized that it's not a stretch thread. The black thread that I had is a stretchable thread. This is just an all-purpose polyester thread. Let's just hope it doesn't give me any problems. We got this thug foolishness on the TV and this loaded and ready to go. Wish me luck, I'll be back when it's done. It has taken me nearly an hour to get this far, and why did I sew this together wrong? So this piece I sewed on correctly to this piece, but this piece was sewn on incorrectly, and so was this piece. The seams are on the outside. Oh my God, y'all. And Thug is just yapping. I mean, baby, give me his number because me and him can have a whole key. But okay, let me, y'all. Good morning. So this corset has taken up my entire weekend. I thought that I was gonna be able to get this done on Saturday and then take y'all through the rest of the weekend of me getting ready to celebrate my birthday in the 5 million different ways that I'm going to be celebrating my birthday. And then today was gonna be the day that we styled the fit, put our hair and makeup on, and went to the freaking concert and enjoyed ourselves. But that didn't happen. No, that's not happening at all. Yesterday, I was damn near done with the outer part and then realized that I had sewed my 2 back/side pieces on wrong. So I had to take those off. That whole process took me 2 hours to put them on and take them off. So this morning, I put them back on and added 2 additional pieces because I had to make the corset just a little bit bigger. But the good news is I finally have a corset pattern that fits me, that I like. So, woohoo, so great. Today I am going to, there is no attempt to finish. Like, I have to finish the corset because I don't have any other options. But it's actually coming out really, really well. Y'all, I got both pieces sewn together. Look at that. Oh my God, now we got to turn the inside out. We almost done. I'm so happy. So proud of myself. Now that I'm here pretty much at the finish line, do I feel that this was worth it? To be perfectly honest with you, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'm just hoping that when I turn this inside out that I didn't do anything wrong, because if anything wrong has happened, I'm just gonna wear a t-shirt. I'll buy merch when I get there. I can't do this no more. I am so tired of trying to put this thing together. However, I do want to learn how to sew. So maybe I will try again at a later date. But as of right now, I simply just want to get done with this. Oh, and look at that. There's a freaking hole. I don't even care. I don't care. And would you look at that? The corset looks great. These are a little bit too small. I wanted them to be a little bit thicker, but that's okay. We just gonna keep moving. They're big enough for some grommets to go in there, so that's all that matters. But would you look at that, y'all? We almost done. Y'all, I am so proud. This is everything pressed out. I'm gonna have to fix this bottom part. But now I'm about to sew in the channel so I can put these in for the corset. They are a little bit longer, but you can see I start bending it just to see if it would bend, and it's gonna bend, so I don't know if I can snap it. But y'all, I'm so ready to be done with this. Oh my gosh, thank you for being along on this ride with me. I did not finish the corset in time. Honestly, it was just improper planning, and I take full accountability and responsibility for it, because I knew even before I bought my tickets, when I first saw that the theme was like the Super Bowl football theme, I already knew that that corset is what I wanted to make. So I should have bought the fabric. I should have bought all the materials then and started on it, because my grandmother taught me how to sew when I was younger, but I'm not a seamstress. I really don't know how to make clothes. I know like the basics of a little hem, a little touch up. I might be able to make a pillow, a tote bag, but not no full-blown corset. Although I do think that I did very, very good for this being my first time, like really sitting down and doing something. Like, I had my little failed attempt last year, and then this is I haven't sewed since last year. So I think I did a great job for my limited skill sets. However, definitely should have given myself more time. I don't feel like I wasted my weekend, because at first I was like, Asia, you just wasted that whole weekend. Like, you could have did so much more stuff that weekend. And I could have done some things that would have been more beneficial to what I need to get done at this moment. But I don't think it was a total waste, because I have been wanting to learn how to sew. I really do want to learn how to make my own clothes. So at least I practice the skill. I'm going to try to stay positive and say that at least I practice the skill to move me closer to a personal goal that I have. I don't even have like no jerseys or nothing else at the house that I can really wear. So I'm about to go in my closet and see what I can find. I wanted to wear my black leather shorts, so I'm gonna put that on and just throw on a shirt and some shoes because I'm late. I got an outfit I'm about to throw on. I done already missed everybody. They done already turned up and headed over to the venue. So now I gotta turn up on my own and head over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera off and head over there before I'm even more late.
I want to thank y'all so much for tonight, man. I appreciate everybody that came out, even if you're all the way up top, aside. Everybody that came out to see me tonight, I show love. I really appreciate that. 20 years. Special shout out to women when I do it, my daughter. But, you know, no fight time. I've been dancing for 2 hours.
Look at me now, look at me now. I'm getting paper, look at me now. Look at me now. Another concert in the books. Birthday part 1 son. I go by Asia, and I'll see y'all next time.